to Thursday's reading assembly. I'm just going to get this sorted. Sorry about that. So welcome to today's reading assembly. We are going to focus our last part of this chapter on planet-friendly food ideas. It's probably going to be quite another quick session because I've tried to separate it as evenly as possible, but we've only got these last couple of pages left. Just to recap on what we've gone through this week, as my screen goes off, which it has done, bear with me. So we have managed to look at growing our own food in our gardens and tips and hints that we can do that even if we don't have a garden, looking at ways that we can do that with tiny little things, all the way from egg pots through to growing little gardens on top of the shed like I have, or outside your windows. Then we look at composting, how we create our own compost and use rotten things that we don't need anymore to help other plants grow. We've then looked at going veggie, and this was sort of a really big reading session, wasn't it, on Tuesday, and the positives to going veggie and tips that we can do and substitutes that we can eat instead of meat. Because believe it or not, eating meat is very bad for the environment. Then again, in the same assembly, a really big topic of what's in our bin. We almost waste about 50% of vegetables, which is unbelievable. And some hints and tips there that we've got to help reuse some of our vegetables and food that we might chuck away because we don't know what to do with. Then yesterday we looked at packaging problems. We focused on the packaging that's used around our food, what the supermarkets do and don't do, and what we can do to help be waste warriors, really, and to use less packaging. So that moves us nicely on to today's assembly, which is part of planet-friendly food ideas. So let's have a look at what we've got here. Your food waste training is almost complete. As you've seen, there's loads that you can be done to make enjoyable meals and reduce the impact that they have on the planet. Here are a few fun ideas and projects for you to try. Number 1, visit a vegan or vegetarian restaurant or food store. You can learn about the huge range of meat-free meals and maybe get inspiration for your own cooking. Make a personalised plastic lunchbox rather than throwing away plastic and paper bags every day. You could stencil on your name and cover your box in stickers. That's a good idea. Pack a metal fork in your lunchbox too, so you never have to use plastic ones. And to be honest, a lot of places don't sell plastic ones anymore. I know that we don't. We have our plastic ones now during lockdown for those in school, but normally we don't. Helping your parents with a food shop. Take a selfie photo of what's in the fridge before you leave. This means you can keep track of what's being bought and make sure nothing goes to waste. So try and do that with your parents. Get your family to sign up to a vegetable box scheme and support local organic farmers, which is so important. I think that's my next step now. I need to start buying vegetables from local providers rather than the big shops, I think, to help them really. Pack a metal fork. We've already done that. So eco-friendly flower pots. So this is when we look back on Monday as to what we need to do for that. So we know that they're in the pots are in our newspapers. So it gives us a step by step, and I'll leave this on the screen. So if you want to do it yourself, you can look at this at home. Fold a long piece of newspaper in half lengthways, roll it around the glass a few times, leaving about 4 to 5 centimeters, which can be tucked firmly under the base of the glass. Secure with tape and tie a piece of twine around the sides. So twine, can you see that? It's on this theme. Let me move my face. See there, the twine is quite thick, long material. You can see that they've wrapped it around the pot. Around the sides of the newspaper, slide your newly made pot off the glass. Fill your pot with compost and plant it with seeds. Keep it on a tray in a sunny spot indoors and water regularly. Once your seedlings are growing strong, so you can see them just popping up there, the pot can be planted in your garden or into a larger pot. The newspaper will rot away naturally, so you can just plant the newspaper as well, and then it'll decompose, which is great, and then make its own compost, which is super. Lovely. So, like I said, it is quite a short one there. The main message here is, I think, for us to be a bit more imaginative with the foods that we eat and the way that we eat them, to become more environmentally responsible. I think we need to be sort of more aware of that, don't we? Because we want a world to be a lot more of a less polluted world for the younger generations growing up, don't we? And you'll be part of that. So yeah, have a look at some of the hints and tips on that page. I will make me a little bit smaller so you can look at that. Have a discussion with your parents about these ideas. See what they think and what they're already doing. They might already be doing lots of stuff that you don't really realise. So it'd be good to have a conversation with them about it. We are going to move on to next week looking at our freshwater friend. So looking at what we can do with our water, wasting water, how we use water, water pollution we're looking at. We have discussed that with the acid rain, clean water, and what we can do to help with that. So I will leave it there for this very short session. I'll leave that page on there for you to have a discussion with your parents or people in school. And I will speak to you all tomorrow, where I'm going to attempt to show news round on this screen. So we'll have a look. All right, everyone. See you later. Bye.